So here it is, a 2018 Mercedes-Benz E-Class. The car everyone says I shouldn't have bought, but I didn't listen, because I see some potential for a decent car. It's got a bit of damage, mostly to the front though, and a bit on the side, but all in all I think it's a good buy. Or at least I hope it is. We'll find out once I figure out exactly what parts I need. I'll reveal how much I paid for it later on, but for now I'll show you what's wrong. First off, it's a Category N car, which means the damage is non-structural, so that's a good start. Most of the damage is at the front end. The driver's side wing panel is bent, and there are a few small scuffs and dents elsewhere. Good news, the engine starts and actually sounds really healthy. Inside, there are a few warning messages on the screen: active bonnet, active brake assist, low coolant, there might be a coolant leak, and a couple of minor faults, but nothing too major. It's done just under 90,000 miles, which for a car like this isn't bad at all. At least the interior lights still work, and they look quite cool. I like them. First job is to get the front bumper off so I can see what sort of damage there is behind. The bumper is held on by 3 plastic clip things from behind. They just pop out like that. The same is on the other side. I've never worked on a Mercedes, so this is a first for me, and I'll just learn as I go along. Now you can see how it comes apart, and there's something that attaches to the top but got snapped off, which I believe connects to the headlight bracket, if I'm not mistaken. I might replace some of these clips. Next, there is a hex screw in the center underneath the bumper that's gotta come out. This appears to be the only thing holding the bumper from underneath compared to some other cars where it's like a million screws with different sizes. Now the last bit that's holding the front bumper to the car is these torque screws here. But I can't open the bonnet, so this is the only way I could access them to get them out. Very tedious, but it works. With the bumper off, I have some more space to get the driver headlight out, which works but took quite a beating. This proved trickier than it should have been. Maybe it just got slightly seized in place, I don't know. I just hope my manager don't see this part, or I might get sent for basic training. Eventually I managed to disconnect the headlight from the car. Now I had slightly more visibility inside, and it seems that this plastic bracket took a beating since it doesn't look intact. I could also see damage to the radiator support bars, both are damaged as well as this top frame, which seems creased up. Also, the crash bar has a dent in it and looks like it's been pushed back a bit, along with the middle bonnet lock bracket. And I've got all this crap. Okay, the bumper may be off the car, but it's still connected with all these parking sensors. They run all along the bumper with the wiring loom. These sensors are relatively easy to remove, and there are these 2 plastic pillar clips that hold them to the bumper. All that is required is to push them apart slightly, and then the sensor will just lift out. Also, there's no need to disconnect them since the whole loom can be disconnected from the car, making it easier to keep them all together. Here's the radiator support brackets. This is one of the side brackets that holds different components on, and well, it's no longer a bracket. The middle bonnet latch looks like a banana, but I reckon I'll be able to unlatch it. And here is what the car looks like so far. More damage behind. I just hope that some of the rat pack might have survived. Fingers crossed. The next day I started off by trying to get the bonnet open. I removed one of the locks and it's definitely seen better days. You can see how bent it is. Definitely gonna need replacing. The lock is just connected to a cable that tells the car if the bonnet is open or not. Next up is the passenger headlight, which somehow survived this crash. I already removed the bottom bracket, so it's loose in there now, and it's just a simple case of unplugging it. How hard can that be? On the bright side, I didn't struggle like last time. Here's the last latch, which won't open. It looks proper wedged in there. I've tried unscrewing it, but I just ended up rounding off the nut, so I'm gonna have to use the nuclear option. Cut it open. My manager said he'd pay money to see me cut open a Mercedes bonnet. Well, his wish has come true and he gets to see it for free. What a treat he's got. Maybe I should start an OnlyFans where I cut bonnets.
A few minutes later.
And just like that, it's finally open. There's that latch that wouldn't open, it's still stuck in there. Now with the bonnet open, the next job is to get the cold air intake off, which is held on by 2 torque screws, which I've already unscrewed. Then it just unclips from the plastic pipe. With that off, you can now fully see how badly this frame got crushed in. Definitely seen better days. Let's get this off. Now that's off. Well, this front radiator thing looks quite bent. Also, I found out why there's no coolant. Looks like the pipes in this valve got snapped clean. I was hoping this part wouldn't have any damage, but oh well. Next up is removing the crash bars. That's also gonna need replacing. I started off by removing all of the different brackets and sensors that were attached to it.
about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better find some fucking safety. I'm coming in hot like a bad bitch in pasties. They can't save me, no I ain't lazy, no. But society has me going so crazy, yo. Don't blame me, no my mind's hazy, yo. And I'm sick of me feeling this way daily. I'll always live my life till it's over, and I will not forgive those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. And I will never miss my chance, take it now. And I will always live my life till it's over. And I will never give those who hold me down. And I will never give up, I'm moving forward. And I will
Simply hammering the bar wasn't working, so I decided to spray some WD-40 between the crash bar and the chassis leg to help loosen things up. And would you believe it, it worked. One less broken part. With all that out the way, you can finally get an idea of how deep the damage goes. Definitely more than I expected, but not impossible. All the way to the radiator and anything that was before it. Thankfully the engine runs really smoothly and none of the airbags deployed, so it could have been worse. But there's still more damage to remove, which will be in the next video. At least the boot is big enough to use as storage, so yeah, see you in the next episode.